All right, we are set for action in the 130-pound division. The undefeated Geo Lopez with Eddy Reynoso as his chief second. Yeah, Reynoso is also Canelo's trainer, and he will be in Canelo's corner in the main event. And he's taking on the veteran Ricky Medina Jr., who is coming off his second loss, looking to bounce back and hand Lopez his first defeat. Let's get the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Canelo Promotions presents the PBC Prime Video Prelims. It is all brought to you by Canelo Promotions and TGB Promotions. Sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. VMC Tequila Cocktails, El Origen Ante Todo. The Joker, Foley Ado in theaters, October 4th. El Mexicano brand products, bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. And O'Reilly Auto Parts, professional parts people. Our three judges ringside are Glenn Feldman, Dave Moretti, and Ricardo Ocasio. The referee in charge of the action is Robert Hoyle. And now, Premier Boxing Champions presents 8 rounds in the super featherweights division. Introducing first in the red corner, wearing the whites with gold trim, he weighed in at an even 130 pounds. His record stands 15 victories, 8 wins by knockout, opposite of 2 defeats. Representing San Antonio, Texas, here is Ricky El Castigo Medina Jr. And now introducing his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks. He weighed in at 130 pounds. His record stands 16 victories, including 12 wins by knockout, no defeats. Representing Orlando, Florida, and representing Puerto Rico, here is the undefeated Geo La Roca Lopez.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Any punches here will be legal. Anything here will be legal. When I say break, I expect you to break. When I say stop, I want you to stop and protect yourself and take a step back. Touch them up, scoot back.
Tail of the tape for our opening contest, 8 rounds at 130 pounds. Geo Lopez with a 2-inch edge in the wingspan. Medina has had more rounds experience, and it's expected that he will try to give Lopez a few more rounds as Lopez continues his learning curve again. A highly touted prospect against a guy who's only 23, but Medina is looking to get back in the win column after his second straight setback. The bell and round number 1. The referee, Robert Hoyle. The southpaw, Lopez. Medina is 1-1 against lefties in his last 4 fights. His first loss came against the then undefeated southpaw in Raymond Ford. Said he learned he has to bring more pressure to the lefties, has to establish his jab more against the southpaw.
Easier said than done, especially against Lopez. You know, if you put pressure on him, you're liable to walk into something early, especially. So he's got to be careful. I mean, I like the idea of pressure, but it's not always the smartest thing to do this early against a home run hitter like Lopez.
The explosive reflexes of Lopez already on display, establishing the lead hand, the right, and then landing that left hand to the body, Abner. You are very impressed with what you've seen. It's been early days for Geo Lopez, but he seems like he has the makings of a future champion. In fact, Eddy Reynoso says he's going to be a future 2-division champion.
Within 2 years, he says, and I can see that. Look at, he's so patient. Look at Lopez, how he's just waiting. He's so precise, selective with his punches, and a great defense right there from Lopez. Again, you don't see that from young fighters like him.
Medina trying to parry Lopez's jab and come over the top of the left hook. Instead, there is Lopez right on the mark, Joe, with that straight left down the middle.
Yeah, that left hand he threw was a little roundhouse, and Medina had the right hand up for that. That didn't come straight down the middle, but he will start switching up, coming straight down the middle and coming around with that left hand.
Yeah,
all about the foot positioning. You see the lateral movement already for Lopez, utilizing angles, trying to bait, trying to set a trap for Medina.
Yeah, definitely Lopez trying to do that.
Getting him into the corner. There it is! Pops the mouthpiece right out of Medina's mouth and nails him with a short right hook. So the power of Lopez already on display. Medina biting down, I would say, on his gum shield, but it's out of his mouth.
Now, after, I have to tell you, after that that mouthpiece being come out, when he came back to the corner here, Lopez threw a left uppercut and got countered by a right hand from Medina. That was a slick move. So he's got to get that hand back quickly. Lopez does after that left uppercut.
Medina's been down once in his career, round 2 against Omar Castillo back in June of 2021. Medina went on to win a unanimous decision in 8 rounds, but already feeling the power. The face tells the story.
You can tell right away that left hand did damage. Obviously, he took it like a champ. Medina did, but look at his eyes already cut open. Ooh, really precise punches there from Lopez. And it's just a matter of time, to be honest, guys. It's just how he's doing. He's being patient right now, Lopez. And he's so good at putting his punches together.
Yeah, that was a nice straight left hand to the body, right hook by Lopez. And he's switching up, and that's good. Don't be a headhunter. Go up and down. Mix up your punches.
Poised, calm, cool, and explosive. We have seen a little bit of everything from Geo Lopez in the opening 3 minutes. And his second career fight here in Las Vegas. Lopez kicking off the prelims here on Prime from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. He is trained by Eddy Reynoso, who I mentioned will be in Canelo's corner as well. But so far tonight, a huge opportunity here for Lopez. Hall of Fame trainer Joe Goosen, former 3-division champion Abner Mares. Who cares who I am except my parents? Mauro Domenico Ranallo. Lots to talk about with Lopez especially.
Lopez, look, he may be moving up to another division. You can tell by his body. He's huge. Yeah. He's really a big kid. He's in shape. You can tell he trimmed down real well for this fight. He's moving up. He's only 21. But what a puncher. Look, Medina, though, let me just tell you something. We'll probably see the mouthpiece come out here pretty soon. I mean, that's the replay I'd imagine we're going to see right here.
Seconds out.
There. It was a short left hand. He didn't really turn it over. He didn't get to turn his knuckles over, but yet that's the power he's got. Still knocked the mouthpiece out.
Lopez on a 3-fight knockout streak is coming off his 5th career first-round KO against Leonardo Padilla back in July here in Las Vegas. But again, Abner just 21 years of age, his 17th pro fight, 16-0 with 12 KOs. He is so much still to learn and improve, but the fundamentals are in place, and here is a huge opportunity for him to make a statement as we kick off the PBC prelims on Prime.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing to get an early knockout, spectacular knockout early on, but for Lopez, you want those rounds, you want to get the experience, and it seems like Medina's going to give him that tonight because he's taking some shots really well. He's still walking forward, so again, I think we're going to see some rounds again. Geo Lopez just has to work and keep doing what he's doing.
Lopez establishing that long-range jab. Again, Joe has the 2-inch wingspan advantage and sets up that lethal left hand. Very much, again, the style of a guy we will see in our co-feature, the Southpaw is Landy Lara, and he's fighting Danny Garcia. Garcia had his mouthpiece knocked out against Lucas Matisse in what was his biggest win. That came 11 years ago tonight.
And I will tell you, Medina, I got to give him a little.
Ooh, that's where he's good at. That's where he's good at. In the inside, yes, sir.
That's right. And this is where he wants to be because Geo Lopez has not mastered the inside yet. No. Although he can rip that left hand, that uppercut to the body, like right there.
Yeah, he's not as comfortable. He's not as comfortable in the inside, Lopez, even though he's landing some shots there, but it's all Medina there, and that's what he has to do, being the smaller fighter.
Yeah, we've seen the lack of comfort on the inside, can be pressured, and really, I mean, 17th pro fight, jury is still out on his power as he continues to grow as a fighter, and again, levels to this thing, and Medina is posing a stern test, but Lopez is managing to connect with some nice-looking combinations.
Yeah. And again, Medina's taking those shots really well. He's investing in the body right now, and that's what he wants to do. Yeah. But also Lopez, beautiful uppercut right there, and body shot as well.
And Medina was the one who pulled out of that clinch, so he had a little bit too much right there, and he backed out. And, of course, Lopez picked up the slack and came right back in. Look, Lopez is going to land that left uppercut right there to the body. That was a little low, but that's his go-to punch on the inside is that left uppercut.
Final minute of action, high volume In fact, after the first round where Lopez went 26 of 57, including scoring 11 punches, Medina was only 7 of 30. But in this round, Medina's 13 of 45, Lopez 22 of 39. So a higher level of accuracy for Lopez in round 2 as he continues to fight at close quarters with Medina.
Yeah, you can see the experience also from Medina, working in the inside, working with this free hand. Not so much from Lopez, but again, not so much power from Medina.
Left by Lopez. Beautiful right hook. Left hand upstairs by the undefeated fighter.
Yes, exactly. And he's hurting Medina with those punches right there.
Got to be impressed with Lopez's body work, outlanding Medina 29-5 thus far, making that early investment.
Yeah, those were nice short shots, but again, the hard, powerful ones were landed by. Here we go. There's a little bam right there, right on the belt. That was not below the belt. That was right on it. Then he finished with the left hook and dropped a little overhand.
You know that, Bo. He boxes well. Those short body shots hurt.
No lo cargues, güey. You remember the arm? Pásalo. Turn it like this and hit, boom, and then watch it. Bring it back. Y regresa rápido la guardia. Si no te me quedes aquí. Si estás aquí, nomás cabeceale aquí, agárralo. Cabeceale aquí, agárralo aquí, pero con la guardia arriba y dale vuelta.
Eddy Reynoso instructing Lopez in that corner. Valuable advice. And of course, being around Canelo Alvarez doesn't hurt. He admires Canelo for his discipline and dedication. Canelo says that for him to be successful, Lopez, what he likes about him so far, Canelo says that Lopez has cojones.
And he does. I mean, he's fighting in the inside. He fights the fight that Medina likes. But again, you know, he does that because he wants to learn. He wants to perfect that. He's good in the outside as it is already.
Yeah, for a guy though that wants to get on the inside, and you got the height and reach like Lopez does, I would do everything in my everything I could to keep Medina on the outside.
Oh yeah, of course. That's an easy fight there.
Beautiful double jab, left hand through the high guard of Medina by Lopez. Very patient. Check hook, step off.
But there's fighters who you could work the inside again. Lopez, I mean Ricky only has 8 knockouts, not that many knockouts, so you could take shots from him.
54% connect rate for Lopez thus far. 44 of 81. Medina just 17 of 59. Lopez utilizing the lateral movement again, showing off all the wrinkles, and again perfectly times that left hand to the face of Medina.
And you can tell Lopez got his instructions in the corner to get out of that pocket and box this guy, and that's exactly what he's doing. You can tell that's what he was told. He's not hanging in that pocket right now, and nor should he be.
As you mentioned, both you guys in that first round, if there's an area that he still needs work on, is on the inside. So, as you mentioned, Joe, great advice. Utilizing the ring, utilizing the lateral movement, establishing the jab, and making Medina mentally tired.
Right. Now, I say if Medina traps you, and you've got no choice, then you got to work your inside game, but you got to get out as quick as you can and back to your boxing game.
Yeah, I want to see Lopez change that left hand to an uppercut now. It's beautiful. It's landing as an overhand left, I'm sorry, but it's an uppercut. I think that's going to be the moneymaker.
Medina going to the body on the clinch, under a minute left here in round 3. Referee Hoyle calls for the break.
And again, Lopez tied up Medina on the inside there instead of dealing with him, and then got out.
Great reflexes by Lopez, able to pick off Medina. As soon as he initiates a step, he gets picked off with the left hand.
Yeah, great
sharp jab by Lopez.
Slipping those punches really good, and now it's time to come back after those slips.
Got you.
Yeah, that's the second time now Medina's gotten in the inside and Lopez has tied him up. He's not going to deal with the inside. He doesn't need to right now. He's controlling this fight from the outside. And until he gets better at the inside game, this is a smart move.
Less than 20 seconds left in the third round. 11 of Lopez's 12 knockouts have come within the first 3 rounds. But again, this matchup was put together in hopes that Medina, I call him a veteran, he's only 23 years old, 18th pro fight, but they were hoping that he would give him different looks. And so far, Lopez is passing the test very well.
From that reach, from that distance, moving away from the ropes, getting Medina off balance. Beautiful jab, slip, there it is. I want him to come back after that slip. That'll be hoping that he does that in this next round.
for you. Have your balance right, feint. It's coming in. It's easy, you know? It's coming in. Keep jabbing, working. Don't make it happen. It will happen. You know what I'm saying? Sí. Aquí nomás maneja tu distancia, güey. Se te deja venir, estíralo y pum, recíbelo aquí y recíbelo acá y regresas. ¿Ok? Shooter, you know? Pasas por un ladito, Gio, y luego regresas por el otro. Manos arriba, ¿eh? Vamos. Así, venga, amigo. Agarra su ritmo, cabrón.
Let me kind of take a shot at what went on in the corner. They were instructing Lopez to use his distance and to use his movement in the box, Medina. That's the smart move, and those are the smart instructions.
Ooh, wow. Lopez took some shots there.
Medina exploding, and Lopez's defense being tested. He's been known to be defensively responsible. Does keep that lead hand low. Medina testing the waters here in the 4th round, where he is trying to break down Lopez.
Great body shot by Lopez.
That's now toe-to-toe.
That's what you want to do if you're Medina. You want to bring that dart. You want to throw those punches. I mean, Lopez is good in the outside, but the inside game, it's all you, Medina.
Lopez's biggest claim to fame thus far, being a frequent sparring partner for Naoya Inoue, says they sparred 50 rounds over a 5-week period when he was a 20-year-old. Of course, Inoue sent Stephen Fulton Jr. to the ranks of the Unbeaten. Fulton Jr. returns in our prelims feature attraction coming up against Carlos Castro later tonight. But now Lopez, after tasting some of the pressure from Medina, trying to find his rhythm again.
Yeah, and he's landing big shots right now, Lopez. And I'm going to tell you, that left uppercut or that left hand is going to come into play. And I have a feeling he's going to hurt Medina with that in the next round or two, if not this round.
Yeah, Medina came out strong, as he should. But again, it's all about taking control of the fight. And I think that Geo Lopez is back on that, taking control of the fight.
Medina, born in San Antonio, Texas. Nice hotbed of boxing and showing that San Antonio fighting spirit. Going close quarters, and Lopez showing some veteran wrinkles, wrapping his arms up, getting the referee to step in and getting countered with the left hook upstairs by Medina. And again, Lopez, that lead hand, he drops it low.
Drops it low, and he pulls straight back. You got to be careful with that, Lopez. Again, you know, you're getting the experience, but those are things that you're going to have to work on and perfect.
Lopez said he'd look for the body shot wherever he could get it. He's ahead 38-17 in that department thus far.
Yeah, and those are punches, I mean, mistakes you can't make against punchers. Medina, again, he's not a puncher, only 8 knockouts, but Lopez is eating some shots.
Yeah, Medina's, look, he's got one thing he's got to do right now. He can't lay back against Lopez.
Yeah.
He's got to put some pressure on and go for it, and that's not happening right now. Lopez is backing him up and hurting him. That's why Medina's moving backwards.
Lopez at his preferred range here launches the jab and then lands a couple of left hands, backs up responsibly defensively, as we are 10 seconds away from reaching the midpoint of the scheduled 8-round contest at 130 pounds. Undefeated prospect Geo Lopez leading the way.
Good shit, dude. Hey, that was a good round. Good round, man.
You can box a little bit. You on the bike.
How you feel?
You can move. That's a good thing about you. You can box.
What is this? What round is this?
On the inside, you can fight. You can do a little bit.
Deep breath. Deep breath.
I told you that shit in the locker room. They always got you.
This is a 6.
Don't get impatient.
Okay.
Round 4. Before you throw those punches, if you're getting it real good. Nice.
When you come in, get tight, Rick. Get tight and weave yourself in there. But as soon as you step in, you need to lift those fucking shots with grip and then get off to the sides. But stay on his ass. Okay. Don't get out of range because he wants you. He wants to get a run around.
For 3 fucking minutes. Don't stand right fucking in front of him. Just look at him, right?
Deep breath.
We're gonna walk to the side. We're gonna try to counter fight. Thank you.
Good shit.
All right, here's Medina right there. He landed a beautiful jab right before Lopez. Occasionally in that last round, but not enough to win the round. His corner was just told Medina, you got to get on him, stay on him, because if you lay back, you're going to lose the round. at best, and at worst, you're going to get hurt.
Second half of this 8-round attraction at 130 pounds begins. Mauro Ranallo along with Hall of Fame trainer Joe Goosen, former 3-division champion Abner Mares at ringside. Geo Lopez at 16-0 with 12 knockouts against the 15-2 Ricky Medina, again coming off a loss in his last fight to George Acosta, so he wants to prove his worth and he wants to disrupt the apple cart, derail the hype train that is Geo Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez may be winning this fight, but he's, it's not an easy fight. Medina's making him work for every round that Lopez is winning.
Well, Medina had his best round in the last round 4, 15-42, and yet Lopez countered 20 of 57, according to CompuBox.
Because Medina gave up the pressure game and then started backing up in the second half of the round. That's why he gave it away.
And there is blood around the right eye of Geo Lopez. So adversity here in round 5 is the 21-year-old Lopez now having to deal with the cut around the right eye.
And this is what being on the inside for Medina is doing for him right now. Plus, he landed a great short right hand off of Lopez in close.
That is the first time he has been cut in his career.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's bothering him at the moment. But yeah, it looks like a good cut. Again, he's got to overcome this. And Lopez, again, you got to have these fights, Joe. You as a coach, you got to be happy also that this is happening early in his career, because it's going to happen in better fights, bigger levels. So for Lopez, this is a good fight.
Yeah, you'd rather not have it happen ever, but eventually
it's going to happen. It's boxing, contact sport, That's
right. Lopez almost throwing himself off balance, swinging wildly with the right, now trying to again come forward on the front foot, establish the jab. Medina, his offense is being muted here with less than a minute now left after landing 15 punches in round 4. Medina back to single digits here with 45 seconds left. A good combination, and that's something Lopez also putting together some crafty combos.
Nice body work there from Medina.
Nice 1-2 from the lefty Lopez. Medina now trying to set a trap, trying to feint, trying to find a way on the inside to get back to where he can put some pressure on Lopez, make him uncomfortable.
I think Lopez is overthinking a little bit here, Joe. I mean, what do you think? I think he's waiting a little bit too long to let those punches go. When he does, he's so good at it. And he's landing at will, but
well, here's the thing.
Too much for
even if he's slowing down his punch output, Lopez, as long as he's keeping Medina on the outside and he's not letting him land, that's good for Lopez.
Yeah, but he's giving Medina an opportunity to land as well.
All right, let's see what happened to the eye. We're not sure if it was a headbutt, but most likely it was a headbutt inside. I doubt it was caused by a punch.
That was me all day. That was me all day.
But it might have been.
Christopher Diaz working on the cut.
Yeah. Let's see what happened here. You see the head's right there, and there's a little short shot. Now wait a minute. Now the head hit the eye.
There's the blood right there, Joe. It was a headbutt.
Hit the eye after the punch.
That is Carlos Barragan Jr. who's working on the cut of Lopez. The first cut of his career. There's adversity here. He is ahead in the fight, but as you mentioned, Abner, these are the things as a professional prize fighter you have to work around. So here we go. Round number 6, scheduled for 8.
And it should be said that cut is on the outside of the eyebrow, so that's good that the blood won't necessarily drip straight down into the eye.
No, it won't bother him. It won't bother his vision whatsoever. Again, Lopez got to get on it.
Double jab, left hand to the body, and now the combinations. Lopez really opening up well here. Coming off the cut, but he opens up the 6th in style.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. If you're Lopez, you can't give Medina those moments.
Medina doing what he has to do, make it a rough and tumble affair. He's not going to outslick Geo Lopez. He needs to make it tough on the inside.
Well, he's got a great incentive right now. Lopez is cut. This is a great incentive for Medina to get in there, maybe open it up more. You know, anything can happen with a cut. It can get stopped. The doctor gets stopped. The ref gets stopped. It. We'll see.
Yeah, even if you're down on the scorecards, me as a fighter, that excites me, you know, seeing my opponent bleeding.
Right. But here's the thing. Medina's got to use this whole round. He's got to do 3 minutes, not 2 minutes and 50 seconds on the inside. He's got to press him, and that's how he's going to win.
Medina leaning in now, closing in. The referee, Hoyle, warning him. Warning Lopez not to push his head down.
Let him
And
go. Let
Joe
him go. Watch the
Goosen,
head. Watch the head.
brother was a baseball pitcher. You have Lopez pitching a shutout through 5 rounds.
I do.
Stop,
I think Medina has spurts. Yeah, that's just a push down. Where Medina has spurts of,
Okay, let's go.
good moments on the inside, but not enough to win the rounds. I think, Lopez is landing the hard shots, winning the fight.
Stop.
And now referee Hoyle is stepping in and not allowing Medina to really fight the fight that he would like to fight, as he again has realized, Abner, that he needs to keep it on the inside. That may be his only path to victory against a guy that's slick like that, who manages to counter Medina coming in with the left hand.
Ooh, that's the distance. That's the range for Lopez. But yeah, Medina making it tough for Lopez, no doubt, in the inside, the overhand, and he keeps working with that free hand, Medina. So really good round right now for Medina, even though Lopez has had some good shots.
Stop.
Lopez started boxing when he was 6 years old, turned pro at 17, comes from a family of fighters. For Medina, he started at 7, a lot of amateur experience. He also turned pro at 17. In fact, one of his closest pals is none other than the ring 115-pound division champ, Jesse Bam Rodriguez. 20 seconds remaining in the 6th.
Yeah, Bam, a great fighter. But this may be the first round that I'm going to give Medina.
Right?
Right?
Statistically very close, Joe.
Really close.
Yeah.
So
10 seconds.
I feel like Medina did a little bit
And
more
it's unbelievable.
pressure.
Lopez started so well.
He did.
Medina's come on and
He's closing the round, Medina.
taking on
Although
Ricardo
he did get
Salas
clipped in that
Gizmo.
corner right there a second ago by Lopez.
Okay, you got this. Okay, push it, push yourself.
Recupérate, toma aire primero.
Catch some air.
¿Cómo te sientes?
Recover. How do you feel?
Faltan 2 rounds nomás, cabrón, hazlos bien.
There's 2
Ok,
rounds left.
lo estás
Doing
dominando
well.
con velocidad.
You're beating him with speed. Catch some air.
Make it harder for yourself, you know?
A ver,
On the inside,
recárgate.
listen, turn real quick and hit. Don't stay there. Turn or hit or something. Step back. You can roll up though.
Recupérate,
We have what, round
recupérate,
6 coming
relájate.
up?
Recover.
Tienes
Relax.
que salir fuerte los 2 rounds, ¿eh?
You gotta come out strong these next 2 rounds.
Pásame la otra.
You got this shit. Use your jab, you know?
Hay que ganar los últimos 2 rounds, ¿eh? Bien
Let's
claros,
win,
hombre.
let's win these next 2 rounds with speed.
Velocidad, velocidad.
Speed.
multi-talented, multi-linguist Abner Mares doing it all here. The PBC prelims on Prime as we get to round 7, scheduled for 8. And when we talked to Medina, he told us that he wanted to put Lopez back on his feet, that he can't really handle pressure that well, that he wanted to make life miserable, and he's had moments. The last 2 rounds have been moments, and he did have a much better round statistically, but overall, and I know every round is scored individually, Lopez is ahead.
Without a doubt. Look, I mean, I bet at this point Medina's corner, this was a 10-round fight, not an 8-round fight. Because Medina is coming on right now, just like this, and he's giving Lopez trouble. He's making it very difficult for Lopez to get off the punches he wants to get off.
Yeah, and this is going to come with the experience for Lopez. He has moments where he takes 1-2 step back, and then he's got the opening for an open shot, but he doesn't take it. So again, that's going to come with the experience for Lopez. He's not starting strong like the corner told him, so waiting too much in this round.
Medina's 5-1 with 1 knockout in scheduled 8-round fights, again coming off the loss in his last fight. And you look at the total punches landed round per round. Yes, at the last round, it was very close, very even.
And that's why I gave Medina that last round.
Ricky Medina Jr., El Castigo, the punishment, well, he wants to work on punishing Lopez on the inside, but that jab, that long stick of Lopez could behoove him throughout the night. Beautiful snapping left hand by Lopez. Great vision, great presence, great lateral movement.
Yeah, really good accuracy.
Good
right
IQ.
there. Yeah, really good IQ from Lopez. The 1-2, you don't need much. The fundamentals, 1-2, step back, get out of the danger zone, get out of the ropes.
Yeah, Lopez pulled a nice little delayed feint and then dropped that left hand twice on Medina, and it worked both times. Yeah, he's fighting a smart fight. Look, he's got 2 more rounds. He's got a cut. Doesn't need to get any bigger. Finish this fight, whether you get a knockout or a decision. and go on from there, because this is a great learning curve for Lopez in this fight.
Final minute of the 7th round, and you talk about a learning curve. He gets to sit under the learning tree of the likes of Canelo. He frequently watches fellow southpaw Jerome Boots, and is one of the best fighters in the sport. So at 21, undefeated, still very much in the learning stages of a promising career. And here Medina looking to promise some punishment to the body, but Hoyle again warns Lopez for pushing his head down.
Yeah, that's Lopez pushing Medina's head down. Smart move there, because that stops him from coming, obviously. But again, you know, Lopez doing all the right things, and Medina also making this fight really tough for him.
And another
learning
close
a lot.
round.
Yeah, another close round.
12 of 36 for Lopez, 10 of 33 for Medina. They both have landed 7 body shots.
But Lopez has landed the harder shots.
And it's
like
all
that,
about
right there.
effective punching. There's another left. 3 of them at the end of the round.
And Medina's lucky that happened with the last 2 seconds of the round. That was a devastating left hand.
You alright? You cannot stay on the fucking ropes. You gotta make him go back. You understand me?
One more round, baby. One more round.
Deep breath for me. Deep breath for me.
All right, here we go. Here's Medina backed into the corner, and boom. Right hand low, left hand high. He had him looking the other way, and now he's really hurt. If there was 10, 15 more seconds in this round, Medina would have been gone.
Yeah, did he get lucky?
Boy.
Wow.
You can tell by his eyes right there. He's still a little
forget the eyes. How he was walking, he was out of balance. Yeah,
Well,
that definitely hurt.
Check, please.
Yeah. Check, please. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, he got a gut check for sure at the end of the round. And this is it. 8th and final round as Geo Lopez at 21 looking to improve to 17-0, while Ricky Medina, the 23-year-old, looking to get back on track after his second loss.
Does Lopez try to go for the knockout here in the last fight?
He should.
Exactly.
PBC prelims on Prime. It's a Canelo pay-per-view.
He got all the experience he needed in this fight. Now get the knockout at the very end. He has the knockout.
He's never scored a knockout beyond this round, and here it is, the 8th and final round. Good defense there. Nice pivot. Good turn by Lopez.
That'll be cherry on the cake for Lopez. He boxed really good. He did a fantastic job. Medina obviously gave him a hard fight, but ending it with the knockout.
He's almost doubled him up in total connects throughout the fight, has Lopez.
Yeah.
Stop! Got you.
Well, on my notes here, I had 2 words to describe Medina: tough and brave, and he's really showing that right now.
Is "and" a word? That's 3 words. First minute of the 8th. We're busting those cojones early. A minute gone here in the 8th and final round. There's that sharp jab, and you wonder what the corner instructed him to do in this final round.
And Joe, you as a coach, I mean, you might be a little bit frustrated there with Lopez, because you know that he can go out there and finish this guy, but he's taking his time. He's waiting too long for my liking.
Nice uppercut.
There it is.
Lopez known for that uppercut. One of the rare occasions we have seen tonight. He loves that left uppercut on the inside.
Now, if
You gotta let those hands go.
If Medina was a knockout puncher, you might say box. You know, this round, just get out of the fight. But he isn't. He's got a 50% knockout ratio, basically. I would go for it.
He could risk it.
Coming into this fight, Lopez's biggest win, a 10-round unanimous decision over former world title challenger Eduardo Baez. Back in June of last year, he dropped Baez in round 9, won a clear 10-round decision. So he continues to grow as a fighter, overcoming the first cut of his career here midway through this fight. And with a minute now left, Geo Lopez, will he search for his 13th knockout, or will he be content to cruise to another victory, another step, as he grows as a professional prize fighter?
The corner's done a great...
A left hand!
There it is.
Down goes Medina for the second time in his career!
He's having a hard time getting up.
8! Come to me. You want to continue? Yeah. You good? Yeah. Show me something.
Lopez looking to close the show in style. It's all been thanks to that left hand. Medina trying to show that double toughness, trying to survive to the final round.
20 seconds.
Or final bell. Lopez sitting down on the punches. Has Medina on the ropes. Is Medina's corner instructing him to tie Lopez up. So Lopez goes 8 full rounds, overcomes a cut. knocks Medina down in the 8th, and we'll take this fight going away.
Wow, that was a great fight, number one. Lopez,
great ending.
Lopez learned a lot, and Medina really hung in there tough. You got to give him credit.
No doubt.
And the 3 words are right.
La Roca rocked Medina in that 8th round.
Tough. Look at the replays here from Lopez. Beautiful left, and there's the again. He set it up. He set it up with the right hook. And there, the left hand came straight into the chin of Medina. Down he went.
And you saw he actually pulled Medina's left hand down with that right hook. That was a smart move.
We got to give it to Medina too. He got up and he finished this fight.
They did a great job stopping the blood in the corner on that cut on Lopez's eye. That's a nasty little cut. That's going to take a few stitches.
Yeah, Medina has been defeated twice, never stopped. Lost again, as we mentioned, to Raymond Ford back in June of 2022 via 10-round unanimous decision. Ford was also a lefty, remember, and now he faces, well, his 3rd lefty. Beat Juan Antonio Lopez in May of 23, 2 fights ago, but Medina in tough against the 21-year-old Geo Lopez. Incurred that cut around the right eye, but it appears to be a cut above when it comes to this fight tonight. Let's get the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges are in agreement, 80-71 for your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Geo La Roca Lopez.
So, on the first fight of the night here on the PBC prelims on Prime, Geo Lopez, who's trained by Eddy Reynoso, who also trains Canelo, who of course will defend his lineal super middleweight title in the main event. But Lopez improves to 17-0. The 21-year-old, a 130-pound prospect to keep your eyes on.